Yeah, yesterday at CrossFit, the workout of the day was doing a snatch, which involves bringing the bar overhead and going into a squat with under a load. And it's one of my weak points. You know, I'm 45 years old. I don't have an athletic background necessarily, and I'm still relatively new to CrossFit. So what I thought I would do before CrossFit was to film myself with a Kinetisense camera to kind of score myself and look for any imbalances or asymmetries. And so I'm going to review that with you right now. So this is me in my workout clothes, holding a dowel. And right there we have my wide stance because I lack flexibility. Going down into the starting position. And the Kinetisense is measuring all this. So what we can see here is that my right hip, well, I'm turned around here. This is not a mirror image. This is my left hip. My left hip is higher than the right hip in the starting position. And so my right shoulder is also higher than my left shoulder, 2.5 degrees, 2.9 degrees for the hip. And my spine is tilted to the left, 3.4 degrees because my hip is up. My knees are pretty stable, only 0.02%. And my ankles have, the right ankle is lower than the left, 1.4 degrees. In the starting position, you can see this is the plane rotation. The mauve, the purple, light purple dot is my head, 16 inches in front because I'm in this stoop position. The shoulders 1 inch. I'm not sure what that means. It's more than 1 inch in front because I'm really bent forward. The hips are the red. My stride, the ankles are purple or dark blue. And my knees are this yellow color. And so this is the starting position of the snatch. My head tilt is 7 degrees forward. And I can scrub through, up. Now this is a very dynamic part. And in this spot, my right shoulder continues to be higher than the left. My hips are pretty level. And I've got a 2.2 degree angulation of my spine to the left, which could be causing problems for me. Coming back up, throwing it in the air. I think I'm leading with my right arm. My right arm's got a bend to it. And then coming back down into the squat position, which is where you land for a power snatch. And I'm still got the left side, or the right side is higher than the left in the hips. So I might need to work on some right hip mobility. And I need to have my my wrists probably straighter in line with my arms. But at this point, my shoulders are actually dead level. I still have a 2 degree angulation in my spine. And then coming back up to overhead stance. The hips zero out, so I don't have a short leg or anything. My shoulders are pretty close, still a little bit higher on the right, according to this, if I'm reading it right. And then there's not a lot of rotation in the plane. Maybe in the knees, my right knee is forward to the left. And in the static shot, you can see my toes are both pointed out a lot, but maybe the left toe is pointed out more. Overhead squat without the snatch. Going into an overhead squat, my spine has to angle to the side again. And my left hip has that stiffness that makes it sort of trail behind the left. So this is my right and this is my left because this is a mirror image. It's easier for me to look at myself as in a mirror image. So I come down, my left hip comes down first, my right hip trails down after. I tend to have more knee problems on the left, so it's not a knee problem. My right is a strong knee. Although it could be that my right knee has to take down the stabilization, has to bear the brunt of the stabilization. Because I really don't feel like I have very much hip asymmetry. Bottom of the squat. The bottom overhead squat has always been a challenge for me, and I can tell you that I'm probably angling a lot forward with my upper body compared to my hips. So down here, the hips are red, my shoulders are green. But I don't know if that looks much different compared to somebody else who has more flexibility. Come back up, another squat. Am I leading with the left? I am. Trailing with the right. Coming back up, pretty even. Doing another snatch. Didn't go very down low with that, but come back up. Challenge for me also is to bring my arms and shoulders behind to get that full extension. So that's probably what I'm feeling right there, is why I'm repeating this, is I'm doing that shoulder extension to really bring it back. And then my right shoulder does not straighten out like the left one does. And I do have right shoulder problems ever since maybe my early 20s. I've had my right shoulder slightly frozen compared to the left. So there's that. Doesn't look too bad coming down. But yeah, I think the right shoulder is my area of opportunity. I'm looking at the plane rotation here. The shoulder is in green. So there's a little bit of a wiggle there. So as I come down, right shoulder is leading ahead. And then when I get down to the bottom, that kind of has an opportunity to straighten out. But my right hip goes back. My right hip goes back, and that might be taking some pressure off the shoulder while allowing my shoulders to be relatively straight. But my hip goes back to help take pressure off the fascia between the shoulders and the hip. Coming back up, not too bad. And I feel like I was pretty well prepped for the workout later on. So there's the Kinetisense evaluation of an overhead squat or a power snatch, overhead snatch. And so I think that was pretty good, valuable information. It's not that bad, but I'm nitpicking at it, as one does when one looks at himself in the video. So thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Todd Lloyd, Adjust Clinic. If you'd like to have this kind of evaluation done, we offer this Kinetisense evaluation in our clinic in Petaluma. Give us a call, check on our website. If you go to adjust.clinic or adjustclinic.net, you can click on the orange button on the upper right-hand corner of the website to make your own appointment. Thanks for watching.